And also, Marie, I don't know what are you drinking? Just coffee, regular coffee?
I'm on my third cup of coffee, baby, in a soup mug. That's how I drink my coffee.
Remind me to tell you the story about this mug. It's from a really
Is it a
nice lady.
peacock?
No, it's like
Oh,
a
okay.
forest with the yin yang sign.
Yeah,
And it's on a
cute.
tree, but the backstory of it is hilarious. It was sent to us by a really good friend in Missouri who has a healthy store. Like they sell like a
Health
lot of
store?
like vegan stuff. Yeah, like
Oh,
health.
hook
And
it up.
yeah, and sent us a lot of like stuff, and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But anyways, everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of 90 of I Won My Podcast, 90 Day Fiance Edition. I am one of your hosts, Miguel Perez.
And I am the other host, Marie Forster. I usually say that, but EJ is unable to join today. So
Yeah, he's he wanted to, but he's just not around, and he wanted to join through his phone, and his Android just wouldn't allow it.
you know
So
what? Yeah, no, we won't allow it.
actually, yeah, he was trying to join through his phone, and Murray just kept hitting deny. Like, no, get out of here. We're not gonna
End call.
every time. It's fucking evil, Murray. You're evil.
No way, not in this house. Not happening. Look at this house. You think this house is built on Android? Come on.
No, that house
This is
is
an
still iPhone.
This is iPhone money, guys.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Man, today is gonna be a very, very fun episode. It's gonna be interesting for sure too, because there was a lot of good stuff in this. I'm very proud of this weekend with Matt Sharp. They gave us a really good Love After Lockup, and now they're gonna give us a very good episode of 90 Days. So
Yeah, they felt like we deserved it. They it was like they were like, "All right, you've been waiting, you've been just getting the tip. Now it's time for two full pumps." So here we are.
Two full pumps. Look at
Two
us.
full pumps. I mean, that's a good weekend, guys.
That is a good weekend.
Come on.
That is a good freaking weekend. So yes, today we're gonna be talking, of course, about 90 Day Fiance season 9, episode 3. Pinot, you don't.
Is that the
Did I say that
title?
right? Did I say that
I
right?
think sure. I did. You know what? I didn't even
No.
catch the title. I was so tired.
Mhm.
I just was bleary-eyed watching. I didn't catch the title, but it sounds right.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. That's
Right.
not a bad title.
It's okay. I feel like it went like after yesterday's title
Oh,
for
yeah.
Love After Lockup to go from that to this. It's like, yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
You don't.
Yeah. I mean, I see where they were going. I get it. There was some effort put in there, but like you said, I mean, you can't top yesterday's Love After Lockup. I mean, that's just like what are you trying to do?
That was
You're out of your
trash.
league.
Yeah, way out of your league.
Yeah.
No, that was trash excellence
It was.
episode.
That was pure garbage gold. If that's even a thing that you can have, but I loved it. I loved it. I thought about it all day.
Just really stinky gold.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna you know what? We're not even gonna waste any more time. We're gonna jump right into it, and we're gonna talk about the very first couple, which is Bilal and Shaida, or Shada, whatever he wants to call her.
Shy.
Let's just call it Shy for now on.
Yeah.
So they got 89 days to wed, right? And he's wearing what I believe to be one of the most obnoxious t-shirts on a human being. And his t-shirt, of course, said B, just the letter B, grateful. Okay.
This motherfucker.
He's basically sending her a message like, hey, listen, I know this place is falling apart, but look at that bed. Be grateful.
Dude, I mean, I've said it before. I'm petty as fuck. Yeah. Right? I mean, I can be as petty as you want, but for him to wear that t-shirt the next day after what he put that woman through is assault. It was that's criminal. I was like, I cannot believe he has the balls to do that. But you know what? Then I said, of course he does, Marie. This guy thinks he's God's gift to the world, you
He
know?
does. He does.
So, of course he's wearing that t-shirt. The irony is lost on him that that t-shirt applies to him.
It's just again, it's that narcissism that doesn't
Ugh,
allow him to be self-aware.
no.
That's the shit that bothers me about him.
Yeah.
That he's just so like almost like entitled. Like,
Almost.
well, actually, very entitled.
Yeah.
Uh, like, hey, be grateful that you're here. Be grateful that I brought you here. Be grateful that I applied for this. Like that's what he's saying. And I honestly, I'm trying to look at it from both sides. Like, what could he mean? Like if he meant it in a good way, what could he mean? Be grateful. Like she doesn't know his history. She doesn't know that he grew up there.
Right.
Why should she be grateful?
I mean, just the insinuation of it is insulting. You know what I mean? Like you're when you see people with stuff like that, it's like I get it. Everybody's like positive vibes, right? And like there's all this stuff. But, there's a thin line where that can become just condescending. And
Mm,
that's just a condescending thing to just tell people constantly be grateful. And it's like, yes, of course. Everybody knows that you should be grateful for what you have, and I agree. But like to go out and tell people and direct them like that is he's just so full of himself and full of shit. And he thinks because, oh, well, I came up in the hood and I have and here I am. And it's like, dude, okay. But like you said, she doesn't know your history. And you should be grateful that she's even sitting in front of you,
that's, yeah,
you know?
I agree. Yes. Yes. He should be. He should be
Ugh.
grateful. He should be grateful for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But our poor girl Shaida, as much as I didn't like this, she ended up saying, "I'm sorry. I
Mm.
had an outburst last night. You portray yourself as somebody to me last time we were together, and then I come here and it was just shocked. It was shocked. I felt like I was deceived. That's why my outburst. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm here for you. Let's try to make this work out. But that fucking ceiling better be fixed because it is fallen and it's gonna fall on one of us." And he's like, I get it. Don't worry. I also want to apologize for how you feel. And yeah, I just want you to be grateful that you're here. Or something like that, he said.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Yeah.
sure. So then she tells him, like, listen, the only thing that I'm worried about, and this is why I had that outburst, the only thing what I worry about is that I can't work. I'm here on a K1 visa. So I'm going to be relying on you for everything. And when you bring me here, I'm thinking to myself, will this person be actually able to take care of me?
Mhm.
Like
And
I'm
that's a real concern. I get it.
super valid.
Yeah, of course. Like
Yeah.
we talked about that last time, and that was kind of my point. It's like you're in a new country. You can't even work. You have given up everything to come over in hopes that this person that is bringing you here can provide for you in the sense of that time frame. It's like, yeah, you need that,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I'm 100%. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. No, it has to be said. Has to be said because it's a valid concern, like we said.
Hmm.
Valid concern. So he's just sitting there listening to this, and this is my favorite part, but this is what I love about him, that he's just so I don't even know the word to describe it, but he's trying to look clever in
Yeah,
front of you,
totally.
like he's trying to be like, because like when she's telling him that, he literally looks at, like, he does one of those like looks where he's just like, like he winks at the camera, like, you guys know what's up, right? Like, you guys
Hmm.
know this is just like she's about to get punked. Like you know what I mean? It's just
Ugh.
so I hate that. I hate
Mhm.
that. And he's done it every single time. When she's like, dude, is this your real car? You drive a fucking white van full of trash?" And he said, looking at the camera like,
Yeah, he thinks he's like Jim from The Office. It's like, dude, this is 90 Day Fiance, not Punked, not, Candid Camera. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
it's so insane. But then he's like, "Listen, I'm gonna get out of here. I wanna go get some shit ready because we got lunch with my mom later. So I'm gonna get out of here. So I'll see you later. All right. Just don't do anything crazy. Don't try to fix that ceiling or anything. Remember, be grateful." So he leaves. And then she's like, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna call my mom and I'll let her know." Right. So she calls her mom and she's like, "Hey mom, what's up? What you doing?" "Oh, nothing. Just here in America. And, you want to see something? Check this shit out." Boop. She pulls the phone and she's like, "Look at this. Look at this fucking. Look at all of this." And the mom's just like, "Wah!"
Dude, her mom laughed for like a good minute.
That was hilarious.
I was dying. I'm like, oh, damn.
She's like, "Well, that's America for you."
Oh, man. Yeah.
And then after that, she's like, "No, but seriously, you should really give him a chance. Let him prove himself. Maybe you never know. You never know." She's like, "I know, mom, but it's just that when he showed up and then Trinidad, like he was like this different man. He was like he had a class. He was like a real he was like a person. You look put together.
Right.
And then we come here and this happens. So I'm confused." She's like, "Well, again, baby, just let him prove himself. Give him a chance." She's like, "All right, all right. It's all about love. It's all about love." But then again, what's love got to do with it? Boom. Yeah. So
Ooh,
then they
nailed
go
it.
to nailed it. So then they go to lunch. They go to lunch with the mom, right? They're on the way there, and he tells her pretty much, "Hey, listen, your attitude last night, I will give it a D minus. But after our talk this morning, you definitely went up to a C plus, and that's good enough for me to take you to your brand new home." you know, which
Just the arrogance is astounding on this guy.
it really is. So they get in the van and they head over to lunch with the mom, and they arrive by this really nice neighborhood, and well, they drive by this really nice neighborhood and arrive at her house, and it's a really nice house, and she's like, "Oh my god, like this is America, like this is the real America that I thought this is where I thought you'd live." And he's like, "This is my mom's house." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, can we go inside and check it out?" She's like, "Yeah, of course." They go in and she's like, "Wow, this is really nice. She lives really fancy." And then he goes, because this is his big reveal, right? He's like, "Welcome to your new home, baby. This is where you'll be staying." And I wish EJ was here to play that fart noise. Because
I
holy crap.
I was so mad at that and her reaction because honestly, if that were me, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have thrown some fucking hands at him. I probably would have smacked him. Like
Mhm.
I would have been like, "Fuck you!" Like this is obnoxious. Like that you did that, and you know now I'm supposed to be like, I mean, and again, I'm not happy with her reaction because I'm sure she was very relieved, and I give that to her. But I was like, God damn, he should have gotten chewed out for that. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah. She was expecting my place with the piano, and he took her to a trap house,
Yes.
cooking
Yeah.
in the kitchen. But yeah, she but now she knows. Now she knows what's up.
She knows.
She knows Bilal's got that paper, as EJ would say.
Mhm.
And he's not renting suits like her mom said.
It's a whole new thing. And he's like, "Well, let me give you the grand tour." She's like, "No, I got eyes, dude. Chill. I got it." Like, like, so this is the
Yeah,
dining room. It's like, well, yeah, of course. It's a fucking table and chairs. Like, what do you
right.
got? What is this thing that you, what
Do
is
I sleep in here?
is this the bedroom? Like, yeah, like what do you think she like she's not like, you know what I mean? Like she's
Yeah,
not from fucking she's not a cave
from
woman.
Mars. Like, what do you do in this room? Yeah, no, she was, yeah, she's like, yeah, I got it, dude. I'm good. Um, but wait until she finds out what a OCD maniac he is.
Mm,
She thought that was bad. That girl, that poor woman is in for it. I mean,
um,
she is not gonna win.
it's gonna be a lot of fun just to watch them interact like that because I mean don't get me wrong, she looks like she's very neat, and I feel like
Yeah,
that's actually gonna be the thing that keeps them together. He's gonna be like, well, she is very neat, like she fixes everything, makes sure
yeah,
everything is nice, but she's just not following my rules, you know what I mean?
yeah. He's somebody who is always looking for a fault in somebody. Instead of looking for the good in someone, or that, he's searching out the negative. And when you approach life and people like that, you're always going to have a problem. You can always find something wrong with someone, you know,
Yeah.
but when you're trying to have a relationship and a marriage and things like that, it's like, why would you, why? And I understand you have a small time frame, so it's a little bit different, but at the same time, it's like, don't you want to know all the good parts about this person and make
Mhm.
sure that would outweigh anything bad? I mean, I don't know. It's just, his whole approach is just, he's treating it like she's a fucking criminal, like he's a detective, you know?
In a way, yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna catch her. I'm gonna catch her in something. And it's like, what? Why can't you just enjoy the fact that this beautiful woman is here in front of you? You know?
Yeah, and the fact that he's not looking at the 90 days as a chance for them to connect and be like,
Yeah.
hey, let's get to know each other. Instead, he's looking at it as, well, we'll see how she does.
Yeah, it's a test. Like,
It's a
this is a trial. This is her trial, and we'll see if I want to keep the subscription. You know what I mean? Like, he's treating her like it's my LinkedIn premium, which I sign up for, and then I and then I cancel it because I'm like, I'm not paying $43, and I miss I
a
miss
month.
the yeah. So yeah, it just happened to me because I was like, I had it a while ago, and then I canceled it, and then they were like, oh, come back, and I was like, all right, LinkedIn, we'll see what's up. And then they gave me like a free trial period, and I actually had it on my phone to cancel because you know me. And I fucking missed the day, and then I saw the charge come through the next day. I'm like, God damn it, I
Oh,
missed it. So that's kind of like, that's how I feel like they're treating it.
BT did the same thing to me.
Ugh, it's the worst.
I couldn't cancel it for like 6 months. And then
Yeah,
Jenna's like, oh, that's because you used the Roku to subscribe. I just cancel your subscription.
she's
I
like,
even
listen,
got a new
dummy,
card and everything. And then they're like, yeah, no, we're still going to charge. I was like,
we'll find you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a little tip for everybody though. When you sign up for those free trials, you gotta, that second that you sign up, you gotta set the date on your calendar for like the
Yeah.
day before to cancel.
Cancel it.
But Riri was sleeping on that one, and I missed it. So
Hey, you know what? You're human.
yeah, I know.
And catch
What
them
are you
all.
gonna do? These are my faults, guys. I sometimes mess up on free trials.
Um,
So yeah, so that's yeah, she, and the other thing with Shida, she was like, "Oh, this house has an oasis of sophistication," which,
oh shit.
that was like, oh man, that was the money shot for him. He was like, "Yes, tell me more about how great I am." I mean, that's all he needs. He wants someone to constantly praise him and tell him how fucking wonderful he is. And it's like, "Wow, congratulations. You brought yourself out of poverty, and here you are." And yeah, of course, that's commendable, but it's like, dude, every people do that all the time, and nobody gets a goddamn award for it. It's just
Mhm.
like, just move on with your life. Like, you did a good thing. You've done well. All right. Next up. What else? What
Yeah,
else you got? I mean, if that's all you have, then that's not much.
it's not much. I mean, you might want to have like another like story about yourself, like you can just be the one person that's like, this is my only story. I grew up in the hood and now I'm rich. Ta-da. Oh, you're on mute, I think.
Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, it's like that's all you got?
Yeah,
I mean, do you have like a card trick or something? Like something. Give us something, dude.
there's something else.
I mean, in your spare time, do you have like balloon parties? Like what's up?
Yeah,
You
look at
know?
Kara. Kara
Yeah,
has
Kara's
fucking,
got hobbies.
yeah, get a hobby too. Get a
Yeah.
nice story.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so that's, and again, that's the story that he tells her too. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, so the house that I went to is the house that I grew up in, and there's people from my neighborhood from then that I still live there, that I knew, and
Mhm.
it just has a lot of meaning to me. And I wanted to test you. I wanted to see if you would stay there. And she's like, oh yes, of course. Oh my goodness, if I only knew, you were making this joke, I would have said something. I would have acted a whole different way, but
Mhm.
I didn't know it was a joke, but now it's hilarious. Anyways, do I get the BMW, or who is gonna, like, what are you gonna give me for a car?
Right.
Like, I'll take a Beamer, it's fine, but
Yeah.
again,
Take what you got.
hey, what-
Beamer,
yeah,
Mercedes, whatever.
yeah,
But, she also mentioned too, and she's like, yeah, that's a hilarious joke. I will never 100% trust him.
how can you?
You couldn't. There's no way. There's no way. I would always feel, and that's the thing. It's like he started this on suspicion, right?
Hmm.
He started this whole, process on suspicion. And so now he has now conditioned her like a Pavlovian dog that that's going to be her reaction to anything is like, wow, that's great. But is this real? I would never believe that guy ever.
You can't, you
No,
can't believe him anymore.
he can't be trusted.
See, he okay, so here's what I think he did it wrong. Okay, if he had started like, hey, look at this beautiful home, look at everything we got. This
Mhm.
is what you expected, and she'd be like, yes, this is what I expected. And then he goes, all right, well, listen, grab your stuff and let's don't even leave your stuff here. Let's just get in my car. Let's go take a ride. We're gonna go see
Mhm.
the house where I grew up, and it's, I want to show you my roots, okay? Because like,
Yes.
I don't know if you and Robbie,
Yeah.
like, I don't know if you guys have done that. I don't think so, because he hasn't gone to Providence yet, has he?
No, I met him here and we haven't gone back east yet. So
Is he from
yeah,
Texas?
he's from Mass. He's from Sutton,
Oh, all
which
right.
is weird that I
Yeah,
met him here, but yeah.
yeah, that's fun. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I know.
So it's like, okay, so let's just say you guys, because Jen and I did this before. We took a trip back home, and we went to Whitman, Massachusetts, where I
Mhm.
grew up, right? And we took a ride to town, a ride around the town, and I would point out things like, oh, that's where me and my brother and my family used to go to, like,
Mhm.
eat ice cream. That's where I went to school. This is where, like, little Miguel went out and did all his fucking mischiefs or whatever. Like, he this is the basketball court where I saw somebody fight, like little things like that,
Yeah.
right? And then she did the same thing when we went to Concord. She's telling me all the where she grew up, the school she went to, the house she grew up in, everything, all that stuff. So I feel like if he did something like that, saying like, hey, that's the store where I used to, like, steal gum from because I didn't have enough money.
Mhm.
Oh, that's the basketball court where we used to, basketball court where we used to pretend, that we were like famous basketball players. And then one day
Yes.
we would and that's the house that I grew up in. That's it. That's the one. And I wanted to show you, so that you can also see
Mhm.
what I see, so you can appreciate what I appreciate, and I want you
Yeah.
to know where I come from. That would have been a fucking stellar move.
100%.
But this,
100% different narrative that would have been just polar opposites. Like you said, he handled it completely wrong.
mhm,
He
mhm,
just that would have been a perfect way to say, "Hey, look at where I came from, and I want you to know that because this is a big part of me. This is how I move in life. I keep this in my head, those kind of things." But yeah, he instead wanted to just trick her. Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you acting like a jerk. And it's like, you know, maybe she is a gold digger. I don't know. I mean, sure, she made some comments and her behavior and stuff, but like I said last time, I'm gonna give her a pass because she was tired. She was fucking internationally flying, you know. Like, the woman is tired and she's in a new country. I mean, it is just layer after layer of shock, right? It's like
Mhm.
I wouldn't expect anyone to behave as they would stepping off a plane in that situation. Period. Even traveling from, Texas to Rhode Island, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm like, "Ugh, get away from me. I'm probably going to say some shit I don't mean. I'm going to, I'm hungry. I'm tired. Get away." So it's like, yeah, let's give the woman a pass. You brought
Mhm.
her from there into a fucking rundown house.
Mhm.
And I mean that ceiling I feel like is just such a symbol of their relationship because that shit is about to fall.
It is. It
Yeah.
is like it is literally just hanging in by a thread.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it is
like,
not gonna last long.
no. It's like, yeah, cool. Don't go on the roof because any extra pressure is this shit's gonna collapse.
Don't even touch the staircase. Like I know you want to see what's upstairs. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's
No, it's like the
nothing.
money pit. You're just gonna fall right through.
But like I think you and EJ said this last time. Like it is cool that he was able to just go back and be like, hey, listen, that house that I grew up in, I'll buy that shit because it has like an emotional meaning to me.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna keep it the way it is to keep me grounded. Like that is a good message.
absolutely.
But he just fucking he sent the right message the wrong way. That's the
Correct.
only way. That's the only problem I have with him.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the problems I have with him. I mean, I've got a laundry list of problems with this dude, but that'll be a 5-hour show if we get into that.
The Bilal show. It's just
Yeah. The
awesome
Bilal
shit.
on his bullshit show.
Oh man. So yeah, I think that's all I got for them. Do you have anything else to add,
No,
Marie?
no, that was it. That was where we left. That's where we started off. So it was an interesting jump to the episode.
It sure was. It sure was. And I don't know. I just want to throw this out there before we move on. Snoritz, she was just here. She was the one that made a comment about
Mhm.
your uh piano and everything. She left us a nice review in
Yeah,
a
she did.
last week, I believe. And I thought I was like, oh man, maybe it's like a prank or something. But no, she's here and she's coming. She's real.
She's real, baby.
It's just like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah,
Yeah.
so thank you for that. And for that's it. That's we're gonna end the live here. So thank you so much for everybody that joined us live. And if you're watching in the future, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, Patreon is $1, and is the link to it is in the description below. So make sure you click on it and follow the instructions and join us. $1 only. This is for us to get Gucci pants.
That
Uh,
gets you in, baby.
yeah, $5 if you want us to take over the House of 11 brand. So we will definitely do a hostile takeover, and we'll have fun doing it too. So
Mhm.
other than that, thank you so much everybody for watching the live, and we'll see you again soon, probably next week, or hopefully not. I don't know. We'll see you soon.
Hopefully not.
No, I mean, like I mean, like hopefully not. Maybe we'll see you sooner.
Oh,
I should
gotcha,
have finished
gotcha.
that
Okay.
sentence, but I